Hello, hello, and welcome. Welcome into the Swear Word. I'm your host, Brandon Swear. And hey, this is a podcast for the chilihead community, by the chilihead community. Regardless of your spice tolerance, this is the place for you. Man, we have an amazing episode here tonight. We have a load of products on Hot or Not, as well as an amazing guest, and we have a game loaded up, ready to go. So, hey, episode number 39 starts now. All right. Hey, welcome on in, Swear Nation. Man, I'm so thankful to have everyone here. All the chat popping off. Everyone looks like they're having already a great time in there. Hey, this is your friendly reminder as well. This is a live show, so jump on in the chat, be a part of the chat. If you got questions for our guests tonight, fire those away. If you've had some of these products that we'll be reviewing on Hot or Not tonight, let us know what you thought in the chat. As well as, hey, we have Keep 5, Cut 5 coming back. And so you can definitely jump in, play along, and cast your own votes for the game. So, man, I've already mentioned that we have a handful of products on Hot or Not. We have not only the spicy variant, but we also have the non-spice variant of each product. And this will be a great baseline to give me an idea of kind of how much it was kicked up along the way. As well as the last product that we'll be doing is actually a League of Fire, challenge. So definitely going to be diving into that, and that'll be a lot of fun. But we also have Jayson from Late for Work on as the guest. So definitely excited to jump in and learn everything Late for Work. But hey, if you are new here, please like and subscribe. We are trying to grow the channel and share this with other like-minded chili heads. We're, trying to get out there and getting everything moving. But let's go ahead and jump on over to Hot or Not. All right, welcome into Hot or Not. We have, 5 different products really on deck here tonight, but we're going to rate 3 of them. 2 are going to be a baseline to get us going, but these are all spicy snacks. So first, we will embark on the creme brulee candied nuts, and then from there we will go with the strawberry cheesecake candied nuts, and then we have the TNT. Challenge from Late for Work. So definitely looking forward to this. But as I said, we will, get a nice baseline going with the non-spicy version. So let's get this one opened up here. Love the packaging right off the bat. The very clean, easy to read, nice branding on the back as well. Oh man, they already smell phenomenal. Okay. Super sweet right off the bat of the aroma. All right. Phenomenal crunch. Man, those are addicting. Super, super sweet, but you also get that nice nutty aroma coming through. It's not so overpoweringly sweet that you just lose the peanut in the background. The crunch is consistent the whole way through. Love what they've done here. I'll actually share this one on over too with producer Jeff. All right, so now we're going to look at the spiced version. So this one is spiced with ghost peppers. So let's go ahead and jump on into this one. Like I said, we are using the non-spicy version as a baseline. Once again, love the packaging. Love what they were able to do here, using the black as the non-spicy, very clear indicator, and the red as the spicy indicator. So let's get a good smell. Okay, so right off the bat, it's still smelling sweet, but not quite as sweet as, say, the baseline. You are picking up a nice slight pepper aroma, nothing super crazy. You're not really hit over the head with it by any means, but let's dive on in. Still amazing crunch. Very consistent with the taste from the baseline to this. Love that he was able to carry the pepper notes forward without really changing the overall taste and profile of this. So, man, phenomenal stuff there. Okay, let me get some stuff jotted down here. So, heat. Let's talk about that first. First and foremost, heat on these. Man, I think these are actually going to be, while they are some detectable heat going on here, I think if you are new, if you kind of just eased into it, maybe one or two at a time to really kind of test the waters, I think you could pull it off. It might be, if you're brand new, it might still be, teetering on the edge for you. If you're a chili head, man, this is a tasty snack. I'll tell you that. This is something that's extremely snackable, and it's not going to last very long. I will eat it up fast. So, all right, let me get that jotted down, and then we will talk about. So, since this is a snack, we're not doing versatility. If you've been with us before, or if you're new, I'd break things down into 5 different categories. Those categories are heat, aroma, flavor, and typically it's versatility. But since we are on a snack, it's going to be packaging and presentation. So it's heat, aroma, flavor, packaging and presentation, and then burn. Now, heat is the initial punch. Burn is where it sits, how it sits, etc. So, man, these are tasty. I'm going to go ahead and grab another 1 or 2 and then hand this over to producer Jeff. Oh, there it goes. My phone. All right. How to get a few more. They're addicting. All right. Overall aroma. Phenomenal. And as I said, with keeping it from the baseline to this and using that as my comparison, you really don't lose much from that smell. And you're really just gaining a very subtle, pepper aroma added to it. So let me jot that down. And then let's talk about flavoring. I know I mentioned it already, but once again, to dive back in, lovely, nice, sweet, creamy, definitely creamy as you're starting to grind it up, obviously, with the peanut and everything kind of coming through. But that caramely taste that's coming through, man, amazing. And you get that subtle kiss of the ghost pepper. So, flavor is going to be... And let's go ahead and packaging and presentation. Man, knocked it out of the park. I mean, love the fact that it's got the tamper seal. It's got everything. It's a very clean. You can see the product. You know exactly what you're getting. And, delivering. And, all this stuff obviously was mailed. So managed to survive the Postal Service. And, half of us know the woes that can come from that. So kudos there. All right. And let's go with burn. Overall burn on this one, just a little bit in the mouth, nothing super crazy. Once again, your chili head, this is a nice, tasty snack. If you are new to the game, definitely something that's doable. Work yourself into it, find out where you're comfortable, but you're definitely not going to want to miss out on this. It is a very, very tasty treat. So let's get that down here as well. And that one's input, but let's go ahead and dive on into the strawberry cheesecake. So once again, I'm going to do a baseline comparison. So this is the non-spicy version, and let's get 3 there. Man, strawberry definitely carrying through. Okay. Let me grab my phone then. Since the score didn't go through, let me get that. All right. So overall, amazing. Love the strawberry taste that's coming through here. Phenomenal job nailing that down. You're getting a nice touch of sweetness. The amazing strawberry flavor coming through. And then, of course, you're still getting that overall peanut taste that's coming in. Amazing crunch. Love the texture that's going on here. Very nice, very well executed. Let's dive into the spicy version and get that one going. Why is this not working? All right, here, I'll get this on over to producer Jeff. All right. So let's open up the spicy version. This one as well is with ghost pepper. So jumping on in here. Man, there we go. I'm so like excited to get into this. I'm already fumbling around. All right. I'm going to get a nice handful because these are extremely tasty as well. I would definitely say the overall heat from the creme brulee to the strawberry cheesecake, it's a definitely nice little touch up from the base compared to how the creme brulee, the difference is. You know, phenomenal job retaining the same flavoring, being able to carry that one forward. Let me hand that one over. Sharing is caring over here, so, you know. But let me get some of this jotted down. Once again, if you are new to eating spicy and, you know, this is your first time really trying out some nice tasty treats, this is definitely one that you'd be able to manage. However, like I said, this one in particular, just a touch hotter than the creme brulee, but overall, you know, still very manageable. Try, you know, small amounts, work your way in. You'll definitely enjoy it. Once again, if you are a chili head, phenomenal snack. I mean, I don't know why you wouldn't go to the movies, you know, with those in your pockets already lined, ready to go. Date night, etc. Hey, you're out and about. You need going hiking. Grab those. Definitely going to be set up for an amazing time. Aroma, you know, phenomenal here. Super sweet aroma, but you also get that nice subtle pepper note that's coming through. Very well balanced. Loved what they're doing here. Let's get that one. And then talked about flavor. Let's talk about packaging and presentation. Once again, same packaging, same presentation, well executed, extremely reliable as far as the packaging. It goes itself for delivery, shipments, etc. Love what they're doing. Carrying around, it's super simple too. So let's get that. And let's talk about burn. So on this one, you know, I did eat maybe 2 more candied nuts more than, say, the other one. Don't think that's quite the difference there, but this one is a lot more noticeable to be a little bit more towards the back of the throat, as to where the creme brulee was a lot more geared towards the front of the mouth. So overall, great burn. Let's see, the cheesecake ones make it home. Okay, yep. Well, you hear it there. I can't power through these. I definitely have to save them. So, you know, I will be on my P's and Q's. All right. Let's talk about the burn. Once again, if you're new, definitely manageable. You know, work your way in. Just make sure you're good. You can always eat more. You can never eat less. So, you know, definitely try it out on that. Once again, chili head, phenomenal snack. You're missing out if you haven't tried this. But let's get that on over. And I guess I'll have to still not carrying over. I probably got the first one. Okay. Oh, no worries. Make sure I get you the other one. There's both, just in case. And hey, now here comes some nice fun too. So, you know, we might as well you know, hit this all at once. So let me go ahead and do this. I forgot to pull up the disclosure that I have to read. So let me get that. I had it on my phone. Let me get that pulled up. But we're going to be diving into the Late for Work TNT. This is a League of Fire challenge. I believe, if I remember correctly, it is 2 points. The overall, rules are just consume it and then a 3-minute afterburn. So, where is it? Here we go. Let me get this disclosure. So while we're doing that, I don't know why this isn't opening. Oh, I need to log back in. Fun. All right. I'm struggling with getting this thing pulled up. All right. Well, I will have that pulled up here. Do we have the cards by chance? Okay. While we're getting that input, I'll go ahead and talk about, we'll have the links for everything down below as well in the description for this. You're missing out if you're not getting this. There's so many other amazing products that I have yet to, review from Late for Work. One in particular is definitely going to be on a scorching and swearing. So if you know about scorching and swearing, you already know, but it will be the cap bar. So definitely looking forward to jumping into that and getting that one going. Where is this disclaimer and why can my phone not load right now? All right. We'll go ahead and get that read off then. All right, so here we go. So this is on the creme brulee, and let's go ahead and get this one read off. So for heat, coming in at 2.4, aroma coming in at 4.3, flavor coming in at 4.5, versatility coming in at 4.3, and the burn at 2.4. And once again, as a reminder, it says versatility, but that is packaging and presentation for everything that is to deal with overall snacks. So let's get the total swear word rating at 3.58. Very nice, very nice. Hey, and this is, once again, if you are new to eating spicy food and you're really wanting to jump in, this is a phenomenal one to jump in with. So definitely get yourself on over there. And let's go ahead and switch on over to the strawberry cheesecake. So 2.6 on heat, aroma coming in at 4.3, flavor at 4.6, packaging and presentation at 4.3, and then burn at 2.6 for a total swear word rating of 3.68. There we go. There we go. All right. Man, here's what I'm going to do. I will have to drop that disclaimer because right now I will, whenever I break this out, I'll plug it in the front. But for sake of time, we're going to go ahead and jump right in. I think I somewhat know it, but I don't want to just stumble into a half-done disclaimer. Might as well just get it done right and swap it over for the upload. But here we go. It's what I had to read last time, Jeff. So it's no worries. I'll just deal with that later. This is the Late from Work TNT. Once again, the rules for it I do remember, which is just eat it, consume it, and then a 3-minute afterburn. Let me do a fail-safe as well on this here camera. And this way we'll just double our efforts. All right, here we go. So Late for Work TNT, and this is a beginner level challenge. So definitely, once again, if you are new, this is one that you could, definitely dip your toes in and get started. But here we go. Super tasty. Very herby. Tastes a lot like there's garlic notes. There's it tastes like oregano. So I guess more like a pizza. Definitely phenomenal. I guess I could read what's on here. So, cashews, peanuts, walnuts, Superhot brain strain. I'm going to go ahead and eat some more. The rest of that powder. Extremely snackable. Extremely snackable. The heat source, Superhot brain strain, hands down one of my favorite peppers within that top 3 favorite peppers of personal preference. All right, so I'll read that, and we'll go ahead and start a 3-minute timer as I show my mouth. All right, cool. Hit both cameras. There we go. And let's see here. So cashews, peanuts, walnuts, Superhot brain strain peppers, nutritional yeast. Then we have basil, thyme, oregano, garlic powder, onion powder, and then pretzel sticks. Let's see here. Tapioca, malt syrup, yeast, canola oil, and then pink Himalayan salt. Man, that is so tasty and such a great challenge. Overall, if you are new, you're wanting to get in, man, you've been watching along and you're like, I like spicy food, but man, I don't think I'm up for a lot of those crazy things that I hear about on here. This is a phenomenal one to jump into. Also, Late for Work has the firecracker, which I believe is either on par with this. We'll ask Jayson as he gets back on, but phenomenal. Definitely one that you could get into, enjoy, and really knock out of the park. So phenomenal job from Late for Work, and we'll get this time ran out here as it restarts. But overall, man, phenomenal products. We'll have everything down below. If you were, if you're in the chat and you've had these, definitely let us know. And once again, this is your, while we're waiting for the timer to count down as well, this is your chance to not only, get those questions ready and teed up for Jayson as he gets ready to come on, but your friendly reminder to go ahead and have that. So, this has been a phenomenal challenge, and regardless of how it all works out for submitting, that's all fine. The fact that I got to enjoy this and share this with y'all is definitely more important to me at this point. So hey, phenomenal job, and I think if I had a pick, I'll go ahead and say it. I think I liked this. So I really thought I was going to be like head over heels for the creme brulee. Still love it, but I was honestly blown away by the overall flavor and everything that comes with the strawberry cheesecake. Phenomenal job on that. So knocked it out of the park on that. Good job, Late for Work, and everyone that was involved with that one. So, all right, we have 15 seconds, and then we will kick it on over to the interview. Let's see here. See if I can get some questions popped off. Oh, I guess I don't need that. All right. So there we go. All right. Hey, let's go ahead and jump on over to the interview. Hey, Jayson, how's it going?
It's going all right. How you doing, man?
Man, I'm doing great. These are so amazing. They're tasty. They have the nice kiss of heat. nothing that's super gonna like kill you by any means, but phenomenal job being able to balance that heat and that flavor, and just, I mean, they're addicting. They're really addicting.
Yeah, it's nice to get your seal of approval with the way you describe all the flavors and the heat and all that. It was I've always liked watching just to listen to your reviews and whatnot on this show. So it's nice to actually listen to hear you say what you think about our products.
Well, I appreciate that. I always try to, make sure that it's something that's beneficial for everyone that's being able to, partake in witnessing the products that are reviewed. And my end goal is that hopefully it not only encourages others to try these products, but also gives them a very clear expectations of what they're walking into. So, no, I see the chats popping off. Already excited to have you here. Man, there's so many things that we can dive into on this. Obviously, I've heard amazing things about you from quite a few folks. So I think first and foremost, let's talk about how did you come to late for work? How did late for work become the name and everything, the imaging, the name, all of the above?
It's kind of a long story, but to keep it pretty short, it was right when COVID was going on. Everyone started the whole online video, YouTube, and all that fun stuff. I've always been into doing dumb stuff pretty much my whole life. Big fan of the whole jackass thing. So, always done stupid stuff, jumping over road cones and whatever, gauntlet style challenges with friends, beating each other with sticks and all that. So, we just pretty much moved that into my small apartment I had 4 years ago. And then Dylan, he was like, if you want to do this, I'll join you. So we watched a lot of Reckless Eating and Main Event Pong and Beyond Seattle Eats Katie. And they did a lot of like dumb drinking videos and spicy stuff. So we're like, let's do that, but, have our own take on it. So we started off, doing a lot of the drinking, which was absolutely terrible. I wish I could still have those videos up, but, we got dinged when YouTube updated their policy. I had a lot of videos of Dylan throwing up on me and stuff from chugging seltzer beers, and it was terrible but awesome at the same time. So we went with that, and we kind of decided let's do late for work, because we'd always do this stuff on the weekends and still end up somehow going to work on a Monday. And by doing all this stuff on weekends, we used to film. So Sundance. We used to film like 3 to 4, sometimes even 5 videos in one weekend, starting Friday at like midnight until Sunday, before football would start. So, all these drinking videos and stuff, it turned into like 2 days binge drinking on camera, throwing up, and a lot of bad stuff. And we'd turn around and somehow just make it to work on Monday, with no hangover. And that's pretty much how we started. And then
Okay.
as like a year or so went by, we found like the chili community, and we tried some of the spicy stuff. Didn't like the flavors of a lot of it. And I have the culinary background. Dylan's got a little bit of culinary background, and I was like, let's make our own challenge, which came up to be the Scorcher Torture Challenge. Which I don't know if a lot of people in the chat have tried it, but there's a lot of OG people that had it, and they kind of pushed me to want to become legit and make actual products that people can purchase, here locally, overseas, and all that. So started a business year and a half ago, almost to this day.
Very
And
nice.
put a lot of money and effort into it, and still going with a 1-year-old as well. So it's been a long ride and a journey, and pretty excited to still be doing it after 4 years.
Well, that is amazing and inspiring. And yes, my hat's off to you on the idea of juggling all that as well with a 1-year-old. I have 2 small children, and then one that's no longer small. So I got a 14-year-old, a 5, and a 3. So definitely know how taxing it can be from a focus and time standpoint of really obviously the business on the family life. So you're knocking it out of the park with the flavors. You're knocking it out of the park with everything that you're doing. You can see the love, soul, and passion pour out into it. So definitely keep rocking with that. I am super excited to try out the Cat Bar. I know that will be, like I said earlier, a scorching and swearing, moment, if you will. So everyone, that's going to be waiting on that. That video will be dropping soon. But man, all right. So now I noticed whenever I was looking at your website, you have quite a few products there. Are some of these products that you're doing a lot more seasonal, or what's the thought process behind a lot of what you currently have?
As of late, I've kind of been doing it as, I'm doing it by batch, basically. A lot of stuff is going to be seasonal, of course. So pretty much I'm going to do like a batch of something, see how it goes, and if it works out, I'm going to keep going. If not, I'm just going to throw it in the archives and do something else, basically. I'm trying to bring back some of the original products, challenges for League of Fire, do like another batch or two of each. But a lot of it's going to be probably a one and done, unless the breweries here locally want to keep them in stock. Then I'll just keep them in stock for everyone.
Okay.
So a lot of seasonal stuff. I have a peach tree, so I'm going to be probably doing another peach trail mix and dehydrating the peaches and stuff like I did last year, which was phenomenal.
It sounds like it. Wow.
Yeah. So yeah, it's kind of a little bit of both seasonal and trying new things, basically.
Okay. And your inspiration behind all this, I know you have the culinary background, but what kind of motivates you? What drives you to get going and create up, the various different products that you do have?
Mostly just my love trying new things. I love food, of course, and I'm a bigger guy. I love every food. I don't have like anything I don't really like besides pumpkin and cinnamon.
Okay.
But I just like trying new things. I work at a grocery store. I'm a manager of a specialty food store, so I see a lot of new things coming and going, and I try a lot of new stuff. Being a manager, if want to prove it to be in the store or not. So if I try something I don't really like, I'm like I can make it better, and then I'll try it myself, and and I'll send it out to people to try, and be little guinea pigs.
Yeah. Yeah. No.
So this is kind of more of the passion from wanting to try and do new things.
Okay.
Nothing specific.
Okay. Yeah. And I know that y'all just recently had a collab, if you will, product that just recently dropped. And, obviously there's that outside, force that's, telling you ideas as well. That's kind of sparking ideas forward. But how often are you, I guess constantly, is it something that's constantly going on that you're thinking of up and coming challenges that you want to do, or like do you ever see a challenge and you're kind of like, maybe I could tweak it this way and it might, be better in taste or be better in heat or et cetera?
I'm all about originality, so I don't really look at other challenges and say I can do better. Make it the same but better. I always have my own twist to it, if anything, to be original. And if we're going to be honest here, I probably have 50 to 100 different ideas of challenges and products written down. I have my notepad on my phone. It's pretty ridiculous. And going with collabs, I have 5 collabs working on right now with other people that make stuff and haven't made stuff yet for League of Fire or other snacks. So new businesses that are coming out or older businesses that don't have League of Fire challenges that I'm working with as well. So a lot of stuff is always moving every day. So you can expect a lot of stuff in the near future.
Okay.
Into 2020.
Okay.
Yeah. So
there's
a lot
I've heard
of stuff.
phenomenal.
A lot of stuff.
Oh yeah. No, I've heard phenomenal things about your chocolate and everything that you deliver in your chocolate challenges and just chocolate in general. is that something also that you find to be a little bit more seasonal just because the heat and trying to ship these things, or is that something that you're constantly rolling?
I That's definitely not seasonal. I want to say, in one hand, I've had no more than 5 to 10 instances of melting chocolate or messing with it. Normally, I mean, if going to like Vegas or whatnot, we've probably had the most issues because it is constantly 100 plus. Uh, but we've really not had many problems with our chocolate melting or breaking or anything like that. You know,
Okay. Okay.
it might be the packaging, but I think it's just the quality of the chocolate, to be honest.
Yeah. Yeah. The only reason why I asked that is because I know that I've heard already from others that have been on, and that's something that they've implemented is to just kind of make it a seasonal, once it starts to get cooler outside, that is a product that they're going to ramp up, if you will. So,
Right.
yeah, no, I definitely see we have quite a few people jumping into the chat and firing away. Once again, want to give a friendly reminder, if y'all have questions, go ahead and drop those on over, and we will get those pulled on up here. But all right, I guess the life on the competitive side of things. I know you were just in Erie, and I already blanked on the last place that you were just at. But ultimately, Erie. We'll talk about that, I guess, first. What was that experience like? I know there was a ton of people there that are involved actively in the community. I'm sure from a camaraderie standpoint, it had to be pretty amazing. But yeah, how was that event for you?
Uh, it was busy. I took my family with me, so we had a couple of days where didn't really have to, but we decided we were going to spend time with the kids and do things. So we were doing that majority of the off time, and then it was it was awesome just being able to meet everyone. I know a lot of people just I don't know, they always say it's different when you meet people online and in person. It really is. It is, and it's another thing to actually burn and experience the aftermath with those people. Like it's a bond. It's watching someone throw up next to you, and you're just like, yeah, I'm going to be doing that right here as well. It's
Yep.
just it's just something everyone clicks together, and people helping each other in that time that's able to do so, and it's awesome. I want to say Michael and Alex and Matt were probably you know people that I wasn't sure how I was going to be meeting them because you see them online and you're like, okay, they're probably going to be stuck up people, or they're just going to be, you know what I'm saying, like
Yeah, yeah.
you
You,
see
you
a
never
face
know until you
online,
know.
you don't
Is
you don't and being able to go out to lunch with just us and actually meet them and talk to them and experience it, they're probably one of the better people I've ever met. uh, Personally. They're great. Everyone I met was great. There was a lot of people, I can't even name them, to be honest. It was a fun time. Probably one of the better experiences going to a belt match or festival. Probably just the fact that there was so many chili heads there.
Yeah. Yeah, that was pretty wild. Obviously, I wasn't there, but with the amount of videos, photos, constant streaming, etc., it was as if I was there, but just in everyone else's pocket. So it was pretty cool. But no, I mean, it looked like a lot of fun. Definitely sad I missed that one. I'll have to be keeping that on the calendar for the upcoming year to definitely get out there too. So. So you were in one of the pot eating competitions, correct?
Yeah, I was in the belt match, America's belt match.
Okay. And how did like I mean how did that go for you? Was there you know was it really much more of just like an overall mental hurdle that was kind of coming in on that, or what was that like for you?
It was kind of a last second decision to do it. I filled in for Jared, unfortunately, that had to back away, uh, which I'm really upset that he didn't make it. He's probably my favorite person in the chili community, to be honest. Uh, so I didn't have any time to even work a tolerance or anything, which is my fault. So it's normally always a mental game going into those things. I think if your head's not right, your body's not going to be right, no matter the tolerance or anything. If you got nerves or anything going on, your stomach's going to be upset or your body's going to reject anything anyways.
Yep.
So I went in, just wanting to have a good time, and I pushed the hardest I've ever pushed. Unfortunately, a brain strain pepper is what what got me. All the seeds I tried just shoving the last bit in my mouth, and there were so many seeds in it. It started getting in my throat, and I couldn't do anything about it. So, I mean, I was burning the whole time. Don't get me wrong. From the first pepper, uh, I show all reaction, no matter my tolerance. So, yeah, I was hurting the whole time, and it was phenomenal.
Was there one pepper that like stood out more than another? I mean, obviously you mentioned the brain strain, but I didn't know if there was like one that you just like you bit into and you're kind of floored by either the taste or the heat of it.
The first pepper I think was the RB003 or something like that. It was probably the best tasting pepper that we had that I was able to get to. It was hot. It was all throat, and there was very mild floral notes. It was very not bitter. It, it was like eating and biting into like a green pepper, basically. I mean,
Wow.
there was not a whole flavor there. It was slightly sweet, maybe. Maybe to say sweet might not be the best description, but it was good. I would eat those like every day.
Very nice.
But that's probably the only pepper I can say that I tasted because after that it
Okay.
was a shot of the extreme regret. So
Yeah, yeah. That those the hot sauce, whether it be the shot or the chugs, when they sprinkle those in, that's always a crippling Achilles heel for certain folks in general, just with the idea of a chug, whether it be a shot or an actual chug. But yeah, I mean, it's pretty ingenious to kind of sprinkle them in there because it does take some folks out. But
oh yeah. On a normal day, I probably would have been taken out, but my mind was in there to sit there until I couldn't sit. So
well, there we
yeah,
go. That's a good show of your mental fortitude to be able to continue to drive forward, even though might not have been exactly where you wanted to be and when you wanted to be there. So no, kudos
yep,
there. The RB003 is definitely something that is top of my list for this season to try. So I'll definitely be. I might have one on the way. I can't remember if that was on that list, but definitely looking forward to trying it. It looks wicked. It looks nice in like a good hearty size pod. So yeah, no, very very intriguing. Definitely will be jumping into that. But hey, Jeff, did we got some questions? Okay. We'll go ahead and grab some questions real quick. I want to make sure we're cognizant of time for the game because it's going to be definitely a fun one. All right. So for Miguel, Jayson, will you go back to doing reviews from inside your car?
uh, I think so. I've been trying to work on a little schedule with doing reviews and stuff again on the channel. I want to say probably within the next month we'll be back to doing stupid stuff.
There we go. There we go. Sounds like fun. All right, another good
Yeah.
one. Another one from Miguel says he remembers the mini pancake vendor was like, "Y'all got to get out. I got to get away from my truck with your puking and stuff." Okay, I
Yeah.
assume that was from what was that one from?
Yeah, that was from Erie. I remember I was sitting at the picnic table trying to get these cramps cramps away before putt putt, and this lady she was obnoxious, and I had a bucket sitting there. I was dry heaving, trying to get something up, and I wasn't able to. But I just remember turning around like sweat all over my face, and she's just sitting there shaking her head at me, and I was like, "Come on, you got
Yeah,
to expect when you just watch something dumb happen."
yeah, yeah. Well, and oh, you always hear about how oftentimes the vendors that have the trash cans by them, etc. They kind of get all upset about it, but
Yeah,
it's like it's either there, it's on the floor. I mean, I think you would prefer
exactly.
in the trash can. So
Exactly. Less cleanup goes there.
Yeah, yeah. All right, here we go. Here's another one. All right. So we have here. Let me try to see. All right. Will late for work ever be a product in stores? Does your working at a grocery store give you any insight into how to make that happen? That's a very good question there.
We're already in stores here locally in Maryland, uh, but I was in stores before even working at a grocery store. I so uh, it definitely working at one now puts a new light on what the process is behind the scenes though. So I can make it a lot easier to get into stores knowing their processes and whatnot. You know all the information that they need before even doing so. So it makes it a little bit easier. I haven't tried getting into any out of state besides jungle gyms, which I pulled back on that for now. Uh, to do, I have to get better packaging. They want boxes that hold all of our chocolate bars and stuff, and the cost of those boxes is stupid. So yeah,
Just for
so
shipment purposes, I guess.
for display, I don't have
Oh, okay.
display boxes for them. Like the Hershey bars have like their big box displays, and it ends up costing like $30 a piece just for one box. So unless you buy like 1,000 of them, but I don't really need 1,000 of them.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, but yeah, that's it. It does make it easier. Not gonna lie, but I was already in them from the start. Not really from
Okay.
the start. Before I got into this, before I started this new job, because my last job screwed me over. So
Okay. Okay. We got a very
yeah.
casual question here. This one says, what's been your favorite challenge or snack to come out?
Uh, hmm. My favorite challenge or snack that I made. I think the Three Burly Guys challenge is probably my favorite right now. Just because it's unique and it was actually a lot of fun to make. We went through a couple of different processes with that, uh, and it's probably the easiest that I've made too. So that always helps. Snack wise, uh, I made these pop rocks with 16 mil capsaicin crystals in it.
Oh, wow.
Uh, that was probably not my favorite to make, but it was my favorite to try because the experience of it, like your sinuses got wrecked because it popping in your mouth. It threw the powder up into your nose and
Oh,
all
yeah.
kinds of. Yeah, so that was probably my favorite there. I was going to make that into a challenge, but I thought that would be a big liability problem.
Yeah, I mean, I could see. I mean, regular pop rocks already have the problem of like you're dumping them in your mouth, and then all of a sudden it it ends up causing it to where it like it pops out of your mouth and into your eye, and so
Yeah.
yeah, add some capsaicin crystals onto the mix, and it's probably a bad, a bad chance that it could happen.
Yeah, yeah. I feel some possible suing may happen if that gets into the wrong hands.
Yeah, yeah, you would really have to kind of vet who gets what, which is
Yeah,
obviously not something you would want to waste your time with either. So,
right.
no.
Yeah, that was probably my favorite though. But I do have a couple new challenges that are in the works that I think will surpass the Burley guys, being one of my favorite challenges I've made.
Okay.
Honestly.
Okay. Nice little teaser there. And, y'all did a phenomenal job with teasing the whole three burly guys and, creating the other, accounts, like all the things above and really, throwing the bait one way and running the other. So, no, kudos there. We're looking forward to the other challenges that you have in the works and rolling out. Let's see here. All right. So we have, let's see, how many Reapers did you eat this weekend at the New England Hot Sauce Festival?
Uh, 15. There's 15 Reapers.
Okay.
Uh, that was uh, that was the most of any Superhot I've eaten in one sitting. My goal was to eat 12, and I surpassed that, which I was very proud of myself. And another reason I was proud of myself is a lot of those pods were soft and
Ooh.
moldy.
Mm.
So we were not eating the freshest of pods while we were there. Even Mike Jack bit into one, and it was pitch black on the inside. Uh, so it wasn't the heat that was the worst part. It was it was the taste.
The
Those
extra
were
flavoring.
those were probably they did not taste like the normal Reapers. They definitely were distinct, and they told us that it probably would be because they were from Ed himself, and they weren't lying. It was more on the floral side, but not bitter. So it tasted like you were biting into a flower, but it didn't have that bitterness that comes with most Reapers that we get outside of Ed. So
Okay.
it was interesting, and it was all throat burn. There was no mouth burn for me at all. So I'm still trying to get used to that throat burn. But yeah, 15. I ate 15, and I
Okay.
left after like 12 minutes or so.
Now that also brings up something that I was just going to touch on real quick before we jump to the game. But you also didn't you partake in the primo eating contest that was a few Zest Fests ago? What,
Yeah,
2 or 3 ago now?
I did two of them. I did one last year after the Baltimore belt match that I was in. I did one at Zest. Well, the day after the Dallas match in Zest
Yep.
Fest 2 years ago. 2 years ago, something like that. Yeah.
Yeah, 2 or 3, something like that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. All right. No, those are all, once again, that's sitting down and just really pounding it out and testing your own, limits, if you will. So, man, hats off to you on that. That's not
Yes.
a small task by any stretch. So kudos there.
Yeah.
All
The
right.
one in Dallas, I was able to only eat 6 primos, 7-pot primos that day. I was cramping before I even started that, and I sat there with Chris the whole time. So that was probably the biggest endurance test for me, for my stomach. That was probably one of my favorite highlights since being in this community. Honestly.
Yeah. That pepper doesn't joke around. So no, that's definitely a good one to test it out on. But hey, I have a very fun game of Keep 5 Cut 5 ready and very custom tailored for you. So let's
Okay.
go ahead and kick it on over to Keep 5 Cut 5. All right. Hey, welcome in. If you are new to Keep 5 Cut 5, this is a game where you will have the chance to, there's going to be 10 items on the screen. I'll read those off so that all those that are listening on the playback will be able to keep up with what's going on as well. And we will also, everyone that's live in the chat can jump in and play along. So we're going to do some alternating here. So you'll keep one, cut one, keep one, cut one, et cetera, until we're done. But I did 2 like-minded ingredients, and here's what you're doing. This one is geared towards you making a challenge or a snack or something that you would. This is getting those creative juices going. So if this turns out to be a hit, then maybe this is something that could grace the community. But all right, let's go ahead and jump on in. Number 1, of course, I had to throw it in here. 7-pot primo.
Yeah.
And then we have the chocolate bootla. So there's your heat sources. And then we have mint. So this is to constitute like a mint filling. And then caramel, so another filling. And then we have, nuts, mixed nuts in general, white chocolate, milk chocolate. We have dehydrated cherries, dehydrated orange, and granola. So
Very interesting choices there.
yeah, some of these were kind of speaking to me already, and I was like, man, I think I would just like to eat some of these. But Don't ever build this game while you're waiting for lunch to happen, because you just start selecting some off the wall things you would want to eat.
Right. All right. So this is for a challenge or a snack product?
Yeah, it really doesn't matter. So ultimately, yeah, the whole idea, the premise that I came up with while making this was, you create a lot of products. Some are challenges, some are snacks, some are to be like spicy treats, if you will. So this could be, the world's your oyster, but these are ingredients that would be geared towards that.
All right. Let's see. So you said that was a dehydrated orange.
Dehydrated orange and dehydrated cherry.
All right. Let's keep the orange and drop the cherry.
All right. Easy enough.
Let's go. Ooh. Let's go white chocolate.
Okay. Keeping the white chocolate.
Probably would have preferred dark chocolate on this. So it's going to be a white chocolate.
It was white chocolate, but really the milk chocolate could also be any other kind. It was just really breaking white chocolate out from the rest of the bunch.
We'll stick with the white chocolate.
Okay. So are we gonna kill off the milk chocolate?
Not yet.
Not yet. Okay. All right. Fair enough.
Let's get rid of the caramel drizzle.
All right.
It's a little too sticky for this.
I already like the thoughts, because leaning a lot towards what I was already thinking. My first thought whenever thinking of this game was that dehydrated orange for some reason. I don't know, it's calling me.
Let's go with the mint and both heat sources.
Okay. To keep?
Yeah, to keep. Yeah.
All right. Well, there we go. I guess we are ditching granola, we're ditching nuts, and we are ditching the chocolate, the milk chocolate.
Yeah. Kind of thinking like a dehydrated orange with the mint coating and then encased in the white chocolate.
Oh yeah. Now, would you put the peppers on the? Well, actually, this is probably a two-parter. Here we go. Would you do the heat source on the inside, or would you do the heat source on the outside coat, like actually worked in as a powder, or would you do it as like, I guess not quite a powder, but maybe a dehydrated pepper?
Well, I was kind of thinking of doing the 7-pot powder in the white chocolate. And then probably doing the chocolate bootla powder on the dehydrated orange.
It definitely does sound good.
Yeah, it does sound good.
There we go. Ideas are being formed right here on the swear word. All right. All right.
What did Dylan say?
Yeah, it sounds amazing. So, okay. Cherry was dropping out, shocked on the white chocolate, though. Okay. Hey.
Yeah.
I see that we had some other folks jumping in and playing along. So let us know what y'all thought. Fire off in the chat. If you're listening to the playback, leave us a comment what you would have picked, if you would have kept the same things, or what your thoughts would have been. As always, this is a fun chance to not only get more insight to the guests, but also to engage with everyone that is, watching along live. So, hey, once again, we had the 7-pot Primo, the chocolate bootla, the white chocolate, the orange, and the mint that were kept. But all right. Well, hey, you were nominated to come here. You were put on the hot seat. And very thankful for it. Now is your chance to go ahead and put someone else on the hot seat.
All right. Can I choose 3 just because you probably have 1 or 2 of them?
Sure.
All right. Everyone's probably going to be shocked at the last one. So I'm picking 2 of the other Jaysons that are in the community. Bat Pants, he's probably already been nominated. And Jaws.
Yep. We've had Jaws on. Yep.
Oh, I missed it. Okay. Darn. And then Nick Paris.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
I think think he would be very entertaining. He's got a lot of background knowledge of the community as well.
Okay. Okay. Nick Paris and you said Jayson
Harrell.
Harrell. Okay. All right.
My
I'll be
bad.
reaching
My
out.
bad. Yeah.
Okay. I'll be reaching out and we'll find a time to get everyone scheduled and make sure everything lines up. And man, the only other thing too that we forgot so far is the nugget of knowledge. So, being that you are in the, we'll lean towards the product making space in general. We're not focusing too much on challenges or anything of the above. It could just be very direct and vague in a sense of like what pertains to starting your own, following your dream as far as creating a spicy product. But what would be your one nugget of knowledge that you would give someone that was either sitting on the sidelines, waiting to try to get in or worried about, getting in and not understanding how to, et cetera? What would be your one nugget of knowledge that you would want to leave with them?
Just do it, honestly. Then do it the right way. Don't beat around the bush and try to beat the system and all that, because you're eventually going to get caught and it's not going to be fun, and then you're going to be screwed with tons of fines or worse. And reach out to people and ask that have already started it, and get their information and what they've done and what was the path that they took, because there is not just one path to do it. There's a lot of local laws that you can at least start locally and then go from there. And if it's something you really want to do, you just got to do it. Don't really sit back and wait, because there is really no time besides now to do it. If you wait too long, then something's going to happen or something. That was my problem waiting in the beginning of my life, and I just decided why not do it now? And it's probably been one of the better choices that I've made recently. So yeah,
All
don't be shy out to anyone that has information on it, and especially me. I've had people reaching out. Sip Trumper reached out to me last year, I believe it was. I helped him with a bunch of knowledge, and a couple other guys have reached out in the past couple weeks that are trying to make hot sauces and stuff. So yeah, you just got to do it. There's room for everybody.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Very well said. And to that point, you're able to see the heart, the soul, the passion, the thought that goes into each of these products. So just because you may be working with the same ingredients doesn't mean that your product is going to come out the exact same way as the person next to you. So, no, very inspiring and definitely great information for all those that are looking to get in. But now, hey, how can everyone reach you? This is also to be beneficial for those that are just audio listeners on Apple Podcasts.
On Instagram, it's Late for Work YouTube. On Facebook, it's Late for Work. And on YouTube, it's Late for Work YouTube. Or you can reach to me, directly on my Facebook, which is Jayson Pettibone. So yeah, or email us at lateforwork52@gmail.com if you don't want to reach out socially.
All right. Hey, Jayson, it has been an honor having you on. Blast as well to dive into everything from talking products, talking inspiration, the future, and even this Keep 5 Cut 5 and pushing some ideas, in the mind of what possibly could come. So no, it's been a blast, and definitely looking forward to having you back on again to dive deeper into everything, spicy snacks, spicy challenges. So hey, thank you so much, and glad to have you on.
Yeah, I appreciate being on, and everyone needs to check out Fire Hub.
There we go.
That is the next big thing.
Yes, absolutely. All right. Hey, episode number 39. Man, this has been flying by, absolutely flying by. It's crazy to think that the next episode is going to be number 40. But man, we had a phenomenal time here tonight with Jayson, talking everything Late for Work, talking about the competitive lifestyle, talking about, spicy challenges, creating and envisioning these tasty treats that he makes. We'll have everything linked down below. as far as how you can get a hold of him. All the products that we reviewed, you can find directly on his webpage that will be linked down below as well. And definitely recommend checking those out. Once again, if you are new, you're trying to get into the idea of maybe you want to start doing some of these challenges, man, this is a great place to start. Phenomenal taste and absolutely well executed. So definitely go check those out. Hey, if you are looking to grow your brand, start your brand, you're stuck, you're trying to figure things out, highly recommend checking out podvision.io. And hey, don't forget now, you can actually reach out to me as your point of contact for everything Podvision, and we'll get you, going in the right direction. But hey, thank y'all so much for being a part of the chat, keeping things active. Couldn't do this without y'all. By all means, continue to share with other like-minded chili heads, and let's continue to grow it here. But I'm Brandon Swear, and from everything from the world of hot, this has been The Swear Word.